Let's start like at the beginning.
Okay.
Were you scared? What were you scared of?
That I'd be like the worst mom ever to leave my baby at home to go back to work.
That's the biggest fear. Like we've got this momentum going at work. Everything's, like falling into place.
Yes.
And then slowing down was just like terrifying.
And you don't slow down.
No.
You were really scared of giving birth.
Very scared. So what advice would you have for moms that are, or working women that are scared to have babies?
Advice, you don't know until you're in it. And we are so strong women and we literally can do anything that we put our minds to. And there's a reason that we have babies and men don't.
Got your business, which is like doing so phenomenally well. How do you foresee growing your family and growing your business at the same time?
I also have a great manager who really has taken control and I trust so much. I think we're our own worst enemy. And I think too, we're always in competition.
Yeah. I'm Genevieve Ross, and you're listening to Reforming on Air, a podcast about transforming your business into the best of the best. I'm so excited because today I've got my best friend here with me, Emily. For the first podcast back, I was like, I want to have someone that is going to be fun to talk to, that I can just like share everything with, because as you know, I just had a baby, you have a baby.
I do.
And so we're back at work, both of us. I wanted to like just, speak to someone else who's a business owner and a mom, because trying to navigate both of those has been kind of tricky.
Gets easier.
Yeah. It's easier than I thought it was going to be. Going into it, I was terrified.
The anxiety leading up to it.
Do you remember how scared I was?
Yes, I was too.
I
Remember?
was terrified.
I thought I was going to sell the salon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah, it was on the market.
Yeah.
It was being sold. Yeah.
And then I was
Then
like,
I opened another one.
Yeah, I was like, I'll never go back to work. I'm just going to be a mom. I'm going to be lame. I'm going to be so boring. Will I be a mom blogger? And there was just like all these things like in my head, and I was terrified.
But like, no offense to the mom bloggers. We still love you, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just not us.
It's just not me.
Right.
And I was terrified that that would be my whole personality, which for me, that was scary going in. Now it can be my whole personality. Now I love my kid. I'm like, this is my personality. But for women that are in business or have their own businesses and they're getting pregnant, it's terrifying because you don't know what it's going to look like.
For your first, you have zero clue what that's going to look like.
Let's start like at the beginning.
Okay.
Were you scared?
Beyond.
What were you scared of?
That I'd be like the worst mom ever to leave my baby at home to go back to work. Like, I couldn't imagine.
Were you not scared that you wouldn't be cool?
See, like I never was
No,
scared.
because you're cool.
No, it's not that. I just don't give a shit what people think about me.
No, but you're naturally cool.
I don't
Like
think
you wouldn't
so.
become like a mom. You'd always be cool. You'd be like a cool mom.
You're a cool mom.
But
No, but for me, I
scared.
never really care what people think about what I do with my life or if it's acceptable for them. It has to work for me. It has to work for my husband. And that's all I ever cared about. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
You
husband.
care about him?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like
A
Chrissy.
little bit. I don't care what other people think about like that aspect. I think my fear was when I'm working. And am I going to be neglecting my child because I have no turn off button like you?
Yeah.
Like when we're there, we're fully there. And I wasn't raised by like nannies. I wasn't raised by parents that weren't involved in my life. Like, of course, my dad worked full time and my mom was a working mom. No offense, Mom, I love you. But she didn't have to work. It was more to keep her busy. So she was always there for everything in my life. That the whole idea that now I'm hiring a nanny, someone's going to live with me, I'm going to be back to work, like made me feel like the worst mom ever. But then as I got into the swing of things, I just realized it's not. Like my child has so much love and attention. And I'm a better mom because like when I come home, my whole entire attention span, call it, is her. And I rush through those doors to pick her up from school and like everything is paid in.
Yeah.
And she also just has so much love from like our nanny, thankfully, is like another grandmother. And it was like me and her as a team rather than my nanny's gonna do everything. I think it just like works perfectly to have like the support, the team, the balance, and not relying on the nanny to raise my child, but using her more to like delegate when I need the support, and creating the work balance and the team and structure for you so that you can have the balance of your life. Like you have an amazing team.
Yeah.
So you can delegate. And I think being a working mom is all about delegating.
Yeah.
Right?
So that was your biggest fear going in, like that you didn't want to just give everything to your nanny.
Yeah. And that my kid wouldn't want me. And that she, like my biggest
I
fear
don't
was
think my kid likes me.
no, I think that's so far from the truth. Babies don't
She
really
doesn't
know.
smile at me. She smiles at everyone else but me. It's like really starting to offend me.
Because she knows like you're always going to be
I
there.
literally, every time I say hi, like nothing. But then like literally like a random will say hi and she'll smile. See, in the beginning, I didn't care. In the beginning, I was like, okay, have fun with the nanny. Bye-bye. And now that I'm bonding with her more.
You get offended.
I'm now offended.
Yeah.
I'm like, what
I
the
used
hell?
to cry. I love Brenda, but I would go in my room and tell Chris that if that child reaches for her one more time, I'm going to punch her in the face. But that goes away because eventually they're like, oh, I want my mom.
Yeah.
Like no one replaces mom.
Yeah.
You know? And Gigi's still like learning.
She's so little, yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't even know like who anybody is.
Yeah.
She just sees you all the time.
Yeah. So,
You know? She's just being your daughter. Daughters are bitchy.
Yeah. Well, okay, so just to go back, I was terrified of giving birth.
So was I.
Terrified. And of being pregnant.
You were really scared of giving birth.
Very scared.
Really
I think I
scared.
had that disease, takakoma. What's that thing called? Tachimoma.
That's
it's
Hashimoto
like a phobia.
is like
It's
a
like a
thyroid
phobia where
thing.
you're so scared to actually give birth.
I never heard of that. I
It's
just
like
knew
a
you were
proper
terrified.
phobia. Terrified.
You were.
I was like,
remember
I'm gonna
you were scheduling a C-section before you
I was
even
going
knew
to do
your
a
due
C-section,
date.
then I
Yeah.
wasn't, then I was going to bleed to death, then there's just like all these things.
Well, you hear when you're pregnant, you hear every horror story in the world. People never tell you like the positive side of things.
No.
They just come up to you and be like, "Oh, you're pregnant. So do you want to hear about how fucked up my
Oh
birth
yeah,
was?"
I had preeclampsia.
Yeah.
I almost died. My baby
Yeah.
was born at 25 weeks. It
Yeah.
needed oxygen.
You're like, I don't
my
need to
husband
know this.
fainted. I
Yeah.
ripped my fanny.
Correct.
Yeah.
All the things you don't want to know.
No. And it actually went really well. I'm very surprised.
You
I
had
could
a
do
great
it again.
labor. Yeah. I had a
great-
horrible labor, but we won't talk about
No,
that here.
don't tell the others.
No, I will never. It was beautiful. It really actually was. Like, even though it was really hard, when you're through it, it's like the most beautiful thing in the world. And I can't wait to do it again,
Yeah.
you know? So people should lead with that.
Yeah.
And every birth is so different. Every pregnancy is so different.
Yeah,
Right?
it was a good pregnancy for me was hard.
But you were really good pregnant. Like, you looked great. And you had
But
energy. You worked. You were
I
great.
worked, but I felt sick the first bit, like really sick. And I
Girls
was
make you sick.
terrified. I was terrified that it was going to like slow me down.
I think that was your biggest fear.
That's the biggest fear. Like we've got this momentum going at work. Everything's, like falling into place.
Yes.
And then slowing down was just like terrifying.
And you don't slow down.
No.
Yeah.
Don't.
You don't.
Can't. Not happening.
No.
So that was like really scary.
But I feel like you did a great job, like, nesting and getting ready for it. You know, you did
Yeah.
kind of slow down. So I was proud of you for that.
Yeah. I kind of, the last 2 weeks, I was like not as involved in work and, like getting
But I
everything
also
ready.
do think that has to do again with like delegating. Like, you've created such a great support system within Reforming and the Only Studio that like you're able to delegate to people.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yes and no. Because I'm a control, like you, we're control freaks.
Yeah.
I don't want to delegate. I want to do it myself.
That
So
is true.
That's the hard, yeah.
It's hard to let go.
Yeah. So what advice would you have for moms or working women that are scared to have babies?
Advice is that just do it.
You just have to.
You don't know until you're in it.
Yeah.
And we are so strong women, and we literally can do anything that we put our minds to. And there's
Yeah.
a reason that we have babies and men don't.
Yeah.
I think we're meant to wear a million hats and do it all.
Yeah.
And I think that it's one of those things until you're in it, you just don't know. So why have anxiety about it? Just take it day by day. It's all going to work out the way it's supposed to.
I would say I was I didn't want to have kids. I was always like, oh, work's my life. Remember?
I do.
I was like, I'm not going to have a baby. It's going to slow me down, I remember going to the airport like 6 months ago. We were going to look at the New York studio, and there was like a family with a baby, and they were going through customs. And I went to the bathroom, and I was pregnant at that stage, probably like 16 weeks pregnant, 20 weeks pregnant. And I had a full panic attack in the bathroom.
I know,
because
you called me.
I was like, because I can't even travel with myself. Now I must bring a stroller, the food, the baby. I'm like, this is just looks so chaotic
overwhelming.
and so overwhelming. And I just did not think this through.
I remember that call.
Yeah.
And what did I tell you?
I bought the baby.
Not what I told you. I would never say that.
No, but you did say like you'll figure it out and it is like
I
now
said, take a deep breath.
it'll be okay.
It's going to be okay. You
Yeah.
got this.
Yeah,
And you took a deep breath.
is. It was fine. Like
Abort
now,
the baby, she says.
yeah. Now I'm like, okay, I. It's easier when you're in it because you're so obsessed with your baby,
Of course.
that you actually want them to come with.
That's
So
literally
you don't
what
mind,
I said
like,
to you.
you don't mind bringing all the shit with because you're like, like
Just
I'd rather
becomes
go with her than
second
without.
nature.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So getting back into work, obviously we like pushed ourselves and we're crazy, but how would you say someone should navigate that? because a lot of people like have to go back to work, right? They don't have an option. It's really tough. You've got to go back to work. How do you navigate how that looks?
Right. So I feel like we're different because we own our own businesses. So like we don't really have leave, right?
Yeah.
We kind of gave ourselves the time that we needed, and that looks different. Where normally you know when you're at a 9-to-5 job, you might get 3 months, 6 months, whatever that looks like. So
But
I
that's
think
also harder in a way, because if we screw up, we're the boss.
Right.
We're not depending on someone else to keep our job and our livelihood.
Right.
Like, meaning it's a double-edged sword.
Right.
We're like putting that pressure on ourselves because we have a team underneath us.
To come
but
back.
they have pressure to come back because they've got a boss, they've got a team, they have to really perform, or else they could lose their job to someone else.
I think that's when it comes down to, weighing out the pros and the cons, right? And looking at your life and saying, okay, for me, with my husband, it was, you have a job full time, you get the nanny. You don't want to work, you don't get the nanny. So it's all on me, full-time mom, which being a mom and staying home with your child is a job. I mean, it is a lot of work, and I give these stay-at-home moms so much credit.
It's
actually probably harder.
I think it's harder.
It is.
It's harder.
1,000%. And you guys are like superheroes.
Yeah,
but
it's much harder.
And having those conversations, because a nanny is expensive. So it's like, you're either going to go back to work and your salary can help pay for the support at home, and you're going back to something that you love to do, and it gives you purpose and self-identity. So you're not just the mom, you're also, I'm a mom and I do blah, 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 blah. Or being just a mom is what fulfills you, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I wish that was all I needed to be fulfilled. I mean, Peyton fulfills like my whole entire world, but I still needed that like outlet to do what I love and be me.
Or because you're creative.
Yeah. And I think it's like having that conversation with yourself, your husband, your family, and the people that you love, your best friend. And like, if you don't love your career and your husband can afford to pay the bills, and your salary is going to the nanny anyway, it's one of those conversations you have. Like, is it worth going back? And if the answer is worth going back, then you need to enjoy that maternity leave and spend as much time, getting to know the baby and setting up a plan for you and your family that's going to feel right and feel good, and trusting that person who's with your kid. And if the answer is, I don't really like my job, it's not really worth it for me, I want to be home, then dedicate that and be the best stay-at-home mom and fulfill your heart with that.
Yeah.
I think it's just such a different conversation per person.
I'm trying to do both.
But you are doing both.
No, I know, but I'm trying like really hard to do both, where I'm like,
do you feel like when you're home, you're still focused on work and you're not focused on...
No, because now that's what remember I told you I was going to really focus not to do that.
Yeah.
So when I'm home, the phone's away.
Yeah.
The phone's away. I'm
like
fully
me.
present. I want to be with her. I want to like have fun. I want to just like hang out.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in my car, or I'm like, somewhere else at work or whatever, then I'm like working. Even if it's like getting my hair done, I'm working or whatever. But when I'm home, I'm mom. And that's really tricky, because even before, when you'd be at home, even with your husband, like you'd always be like scrolling Instagram, or you'd be like, you're not ever, because of how we live, you're not fully present.
Right.
So this has really taught me to be like
present
for the first time in my life, like present.
Yeah. And you prioritize your schedule. Like, don't you feel like you're constantly on a schedule? You're like, every day of your life is
like
the schedule.
living by like to the 30-minute, because
that's like me.
You have to.
Yeah. That's most moms.
How do we find a nanny?
So
this is what moms want to know. Because it's really hard.
It's really hard. It's really hard. I went through a bunch of interviews and trials, and I used agencies, which I shared with you. I literally gave a list of what I was looking for.
I shared with you, Mom.
And what I did, what worked for me, was because I'm, a little psycho. I wanted to know the person before I had the baby to see, like,
how your personalities are.
Yeah, and like, I didn't want to just give birth and be like, okay, here's my baby, I'm going back to work. So I did a few trials. Yeah. And I did, I think, 3 different people for a week in my house. And the first 3 were like, I was like, what am I going to do? And then one of them...
they were just like hovering. They're just like...
It didn't feel right. Yeah. It was just like a feeling. Yeah. And the last one I had, I really liked her, but...
Why didn't you give me her?
Well, she doesn't live here anymore.
Did you say a but? And then I'm like, well, thanks.
She doesn't live here anymore, and there was just like something telling me like, I don't know. I don't feel it. Yeah, I didn't feel it. And then Mary Poppins just like walked into my living room.
You got so lucky. I mean, it's ridiculous.
But that took like 4 different people. So then I finally found her. She lived with me a month before Peyton and been with me for 2 years. And I think the biggest piece about the nanny is finding someone that fits like your family. Like
that you don't feel like a knot in your stomach when you're back at work.
And making them feel like family. I feel like so many people make the mistake of treating their nannies like the help. And it's like, yeah, they're helping you. Of course, it's a job, but they're living in your house. Some of them, not all. They're also watching your whole entire world.
Yeah.
Like this should be the
most important job.
Yes.
That is the most important person
in your life. Person in your life. Like treat them like gold. Like, and I think that what you give to your nanny is what you get back.
Yeah. Talk to me about like how you set up the house. Did you do the cameras or no?
I have cameras everywhere. Yeah.
But you say, obviously.
Yeah,
I put
of
cameras
course.
up. But I put the cameras up in front of her day one.
Yeah,
I'm like drilling them
and
into
I
the
tell
wall.
her,
Like, look, here's a camera.
It's visible in my house, number one. And it's just non-negotiable for me. I need to know what's going on. The other great thing is like I am lucky in the sense that, you know, my parents are retired and they live over here. So they pop in all the time. So again, my kid has constant stimulation, constant like love all day long when I'm not around.
Yeah.
You know? But I will say like it is hard when there's
hard
a fire happening at work and then you're home and you want to give your all to your child, but then there's this fire that only you can put out. So like it is.
And the guilt. You feel really guilty.
You do.
I feel so guilty.
I always feel guilty. Like I'm not doing
Night one
enough.
she was born and I'm like, I need to sleep. Here you go. Do you have a nursery?
Yeah, it's hard.
Sleep
is always
like
been
I
your
went
thing.
a little crazy. Yeah.
You need sleep.
Yeah.
You do. I function without sleep.
Yeah.
You never did.
No.
You know, like there's such different personalities. Like I don't need as much sleep as you do. And I remember you were like, what am I going to do? But you even slept in before, you know?
Yeah,
I'm
like
up at 5 before I had a baby.
You did, I was waking up at 8 with a baby, but then I go to bed at like 2 a.m.
Right. I'm an early sleeper. Yeah. Like I could fall asleep. I was the first person to fall asleep at a sleepover as a kid. Were you?
No,
yeah,
I was the one who was up last.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
See,
come on, guys, come on, guys.
I got the pen drawn on my face.
That was me. I would have drawn the dick on your face.
Right. Yeah, definitely happened to me. Yeah, you would have drawn that on my face.
Going forward, like now that you have paid in, you've got this infrastructure set up, you've got your business, which is like doing so phenomenally well.
Thank you.
How do you foresee growing your family and growing your business at the same time? What's that going to look like with maternity leaves and all of that? With 2 kids then?
I know.
Or more maybe, please
so
God.
I feel like for me, right now, my focus is because we're so new here and our businesses are such different models.
Yeah, you have to be.
I have to be there. Yeah. So I also have a great manager who really has taken control and I trust so much. And I'm not in the position right now where I'm looking to open more. So I'd rather first have that second baby and then talk about like growth and expansion. I think right now my biggest priority is just like making my new space like the best that it can. Thank you.
Yeah.
One step at a time. With your business, like I cannot believe how fast you've grown. I'm so proud of you. You've crushed it in like a year. So many, like 10 studios now, right? Going on more.
Yeah.
But your business model, I feel like you are able to delegate a little bit more without physically being at the place. Yeah. Like right now, what I have to work on is not the next place I open, not being the talent behind the chair.
I've told you this.
And I think that's my biggest struggle because I love
it. It's your
doing
passion.
hair so much.
Yeah.
But I can't expand if I'm the face of the brand at 2 different places. No. So I feel like Bay Harbor needs me here. Mm-hmm. And the next one I would love to like have maybe, you know, Remy be the leading force in that one. Yeah. And then like a amazing stylist that is like the head stylist there, but I wouldn't do hair at. Yeah. But that would be after baby number 2. I think I want the baby first and then kind of like what I did with Peter when I was on maternity leave. I was planning to open this and like coming up, I think I did the best business strategies when I was at home with her.
Because you're finally not in the salon. You're not in the office.
I was able to take a step away. Yeah, and not be behind the chair. When I'm not behind the chair, my creative brain.
Because you're using a different part of your brain.
Yeah, so I think that would probably be my strategy. Yeah. Baby number 2 first. But you can open these in your sleep and be popping out 4 more kids. Yeah.
I literally now want 10 kids.
Yeah, you see? I have a cutoff at 2, but
it's free labor. From 11 years old, put them to work.
Still be cleaning the floors in the studios.
Teaching Pilates.
There we go.
But yeah, I love it. I think it's been the best, like...
Makes you a better person.
It makes me a better person. It's made me softer. It's made me kinder. It's made me so different at work. Like just like
more compassionate,
more just like, it's like really is the best thing that's happened to me.
I feel like it also teaches you to give a little bit more flexibility to your staff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because now you understand how hard it is to juggle.
Oh God, it's horrendous. And I'm finally in that
For me,
frame
it like
of
gave
mind.
me both. It gave me like more flexibility, but also a little bit more
No
of like,
bullshit tolerance.
don't bullshit me. Like I can do it, you can do it. You got to go to work.
Yeah.
You know, before I like didn't understand, so I maybe was like, it's okay. And now I'm like, no, I'm doing it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
And what is the like future goals? Like, I know you can't tell us like more location. Obviously you said you're going to focus on baby 2, but what is like the growth plan for LAHH look like?
Yeah. I think I would want one out of state. We all probably can guess where that would be.
Yeah.
And one a little bit more north.
Yeah.
I think 3 would be my ideal.
And
then
you've
my
just started
summers
your,
I'd be, you know,
no,
up
but you
north.
just started your hair brand.
Yeah, so we did start doing hair extensions. We have our whole entire line from Asia, and it's just right now Genius Weft. So I think focusing on like different hair branded hair, and whether that's K-tips as well and other tape-ins and things like that I can kind of also create from home.
That's big, because
is
then you don't
big.
have to be there. You can literally be home and
Correct.
have that flexibility.
I also have like a fun little side hustle that I do with the jackets that you know. So I love doing that too, using my creative brain, which comes down to maybe eventually doing a space where we do kids parties.
Yeah.
That's on my brain too. I think we need a great kids spot.
We need it here on the
so that's next on my list too.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And Peyton's going to school, big school soon.
Yeah, she's starting school. She starts in August. 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
very excited for all the little school shows and the
Yeah.
plays and
Yes.
It's exciting. It's exciting to do both and see that you can. And I really like look to you as like the model on how to do that. And even Daniel was like, look at Emily. She looked better pregnant than not pregnant. He said that, by the way. He did. No, you look amazing now. But he was like trying to like say like, she did it. She looks amazing. Like, you don't have to be scared. Like, it's going to be more than good. He's like,
Totally.
she looks so much better after having the baby than before. Like, he kept like building you up to tell me like, breathe.
Because
this is really good.
You're totally meant to be a mom.
Yeah.
You just are.
No, I know. It's the best thing ever. But I was so scared. But then I looked to you and I was like,
That's
okay,
so sweet of
you can
you.
do it. You do it so effortlessly. You do all of this stuff. I'm like, I can do it too.
You totally can do
Yeah.
it.
So that's my
You're
advice
so much
to other
stronger
moms.
than you think. And so are all these other women out
Yeah.
there. I think we're our own worst enemy. And I think too, we're always in competition
Yeah.
to like look like nothing's
Like, yeah, like
wrong.
nothing's affecting us.
Yeah,
Everything's
and I think
easy.
if more women were open about their struggles instead of trying to be perfect, it would make it a much better, environment for women to feel
and
like
also
they
not
can be
so
vulnerable.
judgy, you know?
Right. I can't stand a judgy mom.
I can't, it's like, I can't, and I already feel so guilty leaving my kid going to work. The last thing I need you to do is to tell
Judge me.
Yeah.
Or like the sleep schedule, like leave me alone if my kid wants to be up until 9 o'clock at night. Like, what does it matter to you? Yeah, she sleeps in my bed. Oh, I'm a bad mom.
Yeah.
You know, like it's what works right now. There's stages. Like when she was a baby, she slept amazing on her own. And I think that's something that we don't.
I'm the worst. I encourage the bad
You
behavior.
do. But I also
I
think
tell
that
you,
goes
put her in
back-
the bed.
I know.
Put her in the bed.
You really do. But I think that also goes back to like the working mom thing, right?
Yeah.
Like they miss us. They're not with us 24/7.
So
So
when
when
you're
we are
there-
there, they want us.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that's
feel
like being present. I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest
that is being
takeaway.
present. Like I'm with my kid right now. I don't care if I'm not supposed to co-sleep with her.
Yeah.
If she wants to cuddle with me to feel because I'm
Safe.
her safe space,
Yeah.
it's not gonna last forever. I mean,
No.
I slept in my parents' room since I was like 13. No judgment.
I
but like,
literally,
literally.
yeah, same.
So I'm okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay. Like your kid has to do what works for your kid, not what
Works for
Nancy
someone
down the
else's-
street's kids doing. Like it's so judgy in this
And
community.
you'll all figure it out. That's the takeaway. Like
We
you're
all
gonna
figure
figure
it
it out.
out.
You can do both. It's doable. I've seen it firsthand with you. I'm like in the trenches of it now, and I'm realizing like, okay, it's hard. It's so hard, but you can do it. I can do it. I get up in the morning. It's a little earlier, but I'm doing it. I'm
but like
there.
nothing that is easy is worth it,
No.
right? So I feel like it is hard, but it's the best type of hard you can have in
Yeah.
your life. And I think you also do it effortlessly. I mean, you're opening studios, you're crushing it, and you have a baby. And you literally just had the baby less than 3 months ago.
Yeah.
You know? So I just think you're very like inspiring and that you need to like have more
Yeah,
confidence
I think that's for all moms. Like I think we just need to really like believe in ourselves
I agree.
and just like
and I think we always feel like am I doing a good job?
Yeah.
But my thing would be like, look at how your kid responds to you.
Yeah.
When you walk in the door, is your
Well,
child...
no, I mean, I told you mine's not
yeah,
smiling
but she's
at
not
me.
ready yet. She's not ready yet. She doesn't do anything at this age. My kid would just lay there like, you know, like they don't do anything.
I'm like, why are you not smiling at me? Smile,
Yeah, they don't
poke,
smile
poke,
yet.
smile.
But that's also the hardest part for men because the babies don't show much at this age.
To the dad, yeah.
So like they feel the same of what you're feeling. Like, hello, look at me, pay attention to me. But the second she says, "Mommy, you're gonna die."
Yeah. Oh no, already she just looks at me and I'm just like, oh my God, I want to die.
That mine
She's
said,
so smart.
"Dada" on Mother's Day for her first word. That was fun. That's when I realized, like, oh,
That's
not
my
really
child.
that
That's your
important.
child.
Yeah,
That's your child. That's
Yeah.
something you would do.
So yeah, I think that women need to support each other more.
Yeah.
I think we all need to,
And we can do
better.
it. Like
yeah.
if you're thinking about it, if you're terrified about it, just jump in and do
just
it.
do it. Take the risk.
Yeah,
Because-
because it's been so rewarding.
So rewarding, and they just make you work harder,
Mm.
and you manage your time better.
Yeah, definitely manage my
Right?
time better. I'm on a strict schedule. So
Schedules are good.
yeah. Well, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It was so fun. And
So
I
fun.
really, like, I genuinely mean this. I've said it before, but I fully, like, whatever you do, I emulate it.
Thank
in my, like, everything. Like, I'm like, oh, well, Peyton drinks chamomile. Well, we're going to drink chamomile. Like, you don't even understand. You're like you're a mom blogger to me. Like, that's my source of,
Aw.
like, what's cool.
But like that's how I feel about you with business. So like it works, you know.
And I'm like, I need to just see what Emily's doing, and then I'm gonna just copy that. And like the product of that is it's worked perfectly. Like Peyton's the blueprint. So like, okay, we're just gonna
She's a
like
good
copy
kid.
paste.
But she's a difficult kid, but you have to have patience.
Yeah, but it's
She's
also
a
the
great
age.
kid.
She's
The
the
age.
best.
No, she's the best.
Yeah.
But I think that I just kind of didn't have a blueprint. I went off of what she was feeling, what I was feeling was right for her. I
Yeah.
never cared what anyone else did. And I think that's my best advice. Whether that is right or wrong, I just think as a mom, it's your job to do what you think is best for your child.
your
No
child.
one knows your kid better than you.
Yeah, and just trust your intuition, wing
Correct.
it, and do it.
Correct.
Yay. Okay.
I
Well, we'll
love
be
you. You're
back
doing
in a while. I
amazing.
love you. You're doing so good. You're all doing so good.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Are you an entrepreneur that's looking to transform your business? Well, subscribe to Reforming on Air, where we get insider tips from the hottest entrepreneurs in town.